Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me for another Signature Sundays installment today, where we take a look at some autographed cards from my sports card collection. And today's installment is going to be a Red Sox themed episode. Going to take a peek here at 4 different on-card autographs, courtesy of Topps Archives Baseball. And these, believe it or not, this makes me feel old, but I picked these up when the product was new, but they are now coming up on 10 years old now for most of these. So let's just get right into them. First up, from the 2012 Archives Fan Favorites Autos, Bill the Spaceman Lee on the 1974 Topps design. Really nice on-card autograph, as all of these are. Bill has a very, very beautiful signature, and of course was one of the zanier personalities in the history of Boston Red Sox baseball. I actually really adore the guy just because he was so quirky and kind of fun, and just a neat autograph to pick up. I think I do have one other autograph of him that's even a little bit cooler than that one, but these didn't break the bank. That's from the 2012 release, I think I mentioned, so a decade old now. And I don't know if it's worth anything nowadays, but at the time you could pick those up for about $4 or $5. Which is exactly what I did. So just a neat kind of throwback to the 70s there, and some nice ink from a very important player in the history of my favorite baseball team. Along similar lines, and this is kind of the start of a very good rotation here with these two guys. Also from the 2012 release, Luis Tiant, with his very memorable delivery here on a recreated 1975 Topps card. Tiant did kind of sign over the foil Fan Favorites stamp, which is a little bit interesting, but nice bold signature. Maybe not quite as clean as the Spaceman, but he certainly took up plenty of real estate on the card and was a very valuable member of the Red Sox teams throughout the 70s, including some very successful teams that, while they weren't ultimately able to bring home a World Series championship, still went down as sort of fan favorites. So very appropriate for this Fan Favorites auto release from Topps, and is sort of a very appreciated member of the 70s teams to this day, and just a cool player to collect. So happy to have his autograph, and it just kind of pairs nicely with that Bill Lee from the same set. Again, wasn't more than a few bucks. And then the other two I have are from the following year's archive set in 2013, so they're 1 year newer. Again, nice picture card here of Dennis Boyd, affectionately known as Oil Can, which is how I remember him back in the day. But beautiful signature. He has maybe the nicest autograph, strictly speaking, out of any of the players in today's video. And, you know, this is not really fair to him probably as a player, because he was a very good pitcher. But my early memories of Boyd are just snickering at the name Oil Can, the nickname Oil Can, because Topps would actually use that, and other companies at the time, right on the front of the card. So I always got a kick out of pulling an Oil Can Boyd card back in the day, and he's one of those names that has just stuck with me since I was a little kid in the late 80s and early 90s, first getting into the hobby. So cool one there. And then we'll close it out with the 1975 Rookie of the Year and MVP in the American League, Fred Lynn. So again, all 4 of these, just really nice job by the athlete of, you know, actually exercising some really nice penmanship and making big, bold strides with the pen. Just really striking autographs. So these are just fantastic. The 75 season, you know, in a way was sort of the pinnacle of Lynn's career, even though he was just a rookie. Sweeping those awards and getting the MVP and the Rookie of the Year is just something you don't see all that often. And of course, the Red Sox that year went all the way to that very memorable World Series where they lost in a tough one. So that 75 season alone sort of cemented Mr. Lynn as a fan favorite with Red Sox faithful for many, many years to come. And thought that was a cool one to go alongside the Boyd from the 2013 set. So that is 4 on-card Red Sox autos across 2 years of Topps Archives baseball from 2012 and 2013. Didn't look before shooting the video to see if there are indeed other Red Sox players on the checklist from either of those 2 years. So this may not, you know, necessarily represent a complete run of Fan Favorites autos from 2012 and 13, but Whatever the case, it's certainly an impressive quartet, however you slice it, and 4 Red Sox cards that I'm very happy to have in my collection of autographed cardboard. So that's a wrap for today. We're going to keep this short and sweet at 5 minutes. I tend to get a little long-winded, so it'll be nice change of pace here to have one on the channel that, just clocks in a little bit past the 5-minute mark. So appreciate you tuning in. Hope you enjoyed these autographs. Would love to hear any feedback in the comments. Happy collecting, and I'll certainly be back in the near future with some more sports card content. Until then, take care.